Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to throw on third. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. Get the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Looking to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. To the air, it's Leonard. Feeling some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The give to the back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Movement here from the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were.
They stripped it out. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll throw it on first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Kansas 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Here we go. Trying to pound it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the move to his left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blender making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the mix of those big boys.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the Jayhawks get it past the sticks. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. To the air, it's Daniels. Starting to feel a little pressure. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to blast their way in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now the play fake. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I just overlocked in right there. He did not score. I just overlocked in.
You get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air, it's Howard. Now improvising. He'll let it go down the right side. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 14, Kansas.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Fires left. It's caught. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Man. Missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Gets it out fast. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the street.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Dances away. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Superstar sophomore this year.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Fires it incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 21, Kansas 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He throws one to the left. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off.
We knew the quit was coming sooner or later, you know.
Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is
got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougar! And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback will audible.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. BYU has this offense clicking. He's looking to throw it. The short hands, it's Martin.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll line up for a second down play. grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Got a man. It's Scott. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. At the 45 on his way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
What the hell is he doing?
At the 40, there he goes.
What the fuck is he doing?
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 21, BYU 7.
And the Buckeyes will boot away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. It's Green. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Retzlaff. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run for it on 4th down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, BYU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Release to the back. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And he's... Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. He'll off one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. What a nightmare for this defense. His second big play, gashing this secondary and fitting right into that gold standard of Alabama big play receivers.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to find some answers, Reese. I mean, this guy, you can tell he can blow the lid off the defense.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Wide out in motion. Give to the single back. He's loose at the 15. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
On second down, wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Buckeyes are on the move. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Howard. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Ohio State 7-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Alabama pushing the tempo. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Finds his tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense, but bro, we don't need to. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play of the half. the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Tackle is made after the first down. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Number 14 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Dropping back, it's Howard. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for room. It's Henderson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure coming. Still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David can swing the momentum of a game. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To throw, it's Howard. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this...
And he's running in the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. And this has been a really productive drive. Multiple completions, seeing the defense, understand what you're getting, driving the ball down the field. Now it's money time, Palmer. You better have some good plays to get some scores.
And the defense needs to step up. They better have someone get some pressure on this quarterback to stop the bleeding right now because they're just making it too easy. Someone up front for the defense here has got to win on this next play. I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He finds his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's got it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Yes.
Oh, he missed it. No good.
Thank God.
After that failed field goal attempt, fellas,
Can't
still
kick.
tie ball game. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win. Make some plays.
28 for seconds left.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Howard.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how nice I am. Look how nice I am.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. It is good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
Still
Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants a big play here late.
That's your back friend. Not this time.
Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost them.
The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Hold on, I'm just making these posts, Brody.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First down here for the offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Working that left side now. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is
running toward the goal line, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Leaves it with the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Miller with the ball. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play
I
by
would
that
have scored
defender.
already, but I
How
fucking
big
fumbled.
stick tackle. Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Milroe. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Flips it out in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The play action fake. Keeps it going. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll immediately call timeout. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that
he's loose. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points.
I'm really falling asleep after every play game. You got to do something. You better score on AJ because I'm falling asleep.
Second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Grabs behind the line. It's Haynes. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Milroe. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense.
Bring me the lead off.
He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distance. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already start.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Hey, come touch his hair off, baby.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Running back goes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11.
What the fuck is just a green thing getting this
He's looking to throw it. He's looking to throw it.
wanted to get the shit back connected so I can get that running. That's what I need to order. I need to order my new headphones. That's what I need to. You should go to my Amazon account. Look at these headphones that I picked out. They really raw. You should look at. Go to my Amazon account. Tell me what your eyes are paying for. This one. Oh, okay. Tell me what your eyes are paying for. Oh, look at this. I see. Yo, stuff. You do have Amazon because this is all stuck right here. See. Oh, you have to go now. You have Amazon because this is all stuck right here. Okay. What you think about the native beats, white and gold, instead of the blue ones I have? These are my favorite. Yeah. They're really clean. There we go. $6 for I wonder if I could get my beats from TikTok shop or get paid off of it. What is the TikTok shop beats off?
You know, this past weekend,
So they have no, not beats, but headphones. Let's see what they got on here. You never know.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today we have two of college football's elite meeting force with force in a battle of top 5 teams as two squads square off looking to hit their stride. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off.
15-second video. Yeah.
Fair catch, called for and made.
Already with my JBL beats over here. That'll be perfect for me. I'll get this later. I'm probably just going to go with this one.
Here comes the offense on first down.
What you do now?
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's going for a big play downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Just a short pass to the tight end.
No way.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point of going for it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Running through contact. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll try the run. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Strawberries.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's James. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's James. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Ducks are in the hurry up.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first, and that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He's got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
To the air, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Looking at a second and short now. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pulls it in, it's Judkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Open runway ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's receiving.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back them.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? They're trying to get to it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Ducks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Just how you got to.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Howard. Still looking, on the move. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, look out! He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep.
He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires left. He's got it. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize.
And that pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been welcome. Got it first down at the 42.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes will be with you. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. Steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wants to go up top. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Ohio State 33, Oregon 14.
This is my last game. This is my last game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Hold and finds his man on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Ohio State 33, Oregon 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got a man. It's slow. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The aerial assault continues. Looking downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. trying to get to it. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock.
This shit is over with. I won
here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this
let me score on you by just running the ball. That would be shameful.
The rest of the time away. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to this.
I told you I was just going to run the ball.
What the outcome is, because those body blows do that.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on first.
Only running the ball.
Give to the running back.
Told you. I told you. I told you what I said I was going to do, and I did it.
And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to...
That's all I did. I just ran the ball. And I scored.
That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is a game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Pushes
You
for
feel
the
like we
goal
did or we
line.
didn't?
He's got a nose for that
we
goal
just
line.
did.
First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his
It's
way in
loading
for this
too
two-point
much.
conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished
It's
the
like
deal
a
with a short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Take it back. Coach, this is great. Put me on. You did try to put me on.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working.
All kinds of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback. And his team.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. You could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Trying to play the game.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
I can do game.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, let's break down half of them.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 30. The expressway is wide open. at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to throw it Howard. Gonna let it fly. And that pass is caught.
Mistake there, though.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he makes the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Moving out of the pocket. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
On 3rd down, going up top. With the catch, it's Judkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Got a wide open receiver. Nothing but green ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
to the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
Going to take a shot at this DB.
Caleb.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down. Makes the big mistake.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things.
Lost one deep down the
Got
right
him.
side.
Again.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw it.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half, with the game tied.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Yes.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll walk that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Howard. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, he's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Hoover.
Yep.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Ohio State 28, TCU 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back.
Pick 6, my boy. It's over.
He's at the 40.
It's over.
The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him.
And he's got it inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. They're doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how...
Flying out to the left. The 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Beat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
First down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Discards a man. And they'll knock him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.